Hello, my name is Sheridan Swallow and I'm one of the trustees of the Royal Humane Society. We are celebrating 250 years of remarkable bravery and life-saving, and as an example of that I wanted to read you an extract from the archives from 1787, and it's a letter to Dr. Hawes, who was a pioneer in the whole technique of resuscitation and the science and medicine of that, and also founder of the Royal Humane Society. So this is the letter. It's dated August 21st, 1787, and it's from Mr. Thomas Williams, a surgeon of Swansea in Glamorganshire. Dear Sir, with great pleasure I inform you of the advantages I received from being a pupil to a course of lectures on suspended animation. Yesterday morning, Mr. David Hopkins and myself were called to the colliery of John Smith, Esquire, in the parish of Llanhanet, where a dreadful accident happened by the inflammable air catching fire in the pit from the candles which the cutters had in their hands. An explosion was heard like that of several cannon, and 6 others that were about 300 yards off were found dead. In an hour afterwards, several of their fellow labourers agreed to go down into the pit to get up the remains of their friends. They remaining a considerable time, so that the agent suspected that the sulphurous air had suffocated them also, which was unfortunately the case. Some more men went down, and finding them apparently dead, brought the bodies up after they had opened up the air course. Mr. Hopkins and I were waiting at the engine bank for them. There was no pulse, nor breathing, and the bodies were dead cold. The plan recommended in your lectures in this kind of suffocation was then vigorously pursued for an hour, when we discovered signs of life, and were so fortunate as to restore 8 of the men to life. The agents, Messrs. David, John, and Edward Martin, and several gentlemen, rendered us every assistance in their power to restore the unfortunate persons. And the name of the persons that are restored to life are Thomas Sims, David Jones, John Rees, Evan Hopkins, William Morgan, William Rose, and John King. So there we have it, acts of selfless courage and bravery by men who are willing to put their own lives at risk by going down the pit to save the lives of others. And it's just such acts of courage and bravery by ordinary men and women that the Society seeks to recognise and thank, and continues that work this very day. We're a charity, we run on a shoestring, and we rely totally on the kindness and generosity of people such as yourself to keep this important work going, and perhaps to play our small part in encouraging the up-and-coming generation to rise to the challenge of unexpected events by their own courage and bravery. I do hope you may feel inspired to make a modest donation to our work, and if you'd like to do that, you'll find full details on the website of the Royal Humane Society. May I just thank you for listening to this, and I have found it a great pride to be associated with the company, as the Society and its company and all the parts of it, and I hope that you too may wish to become a member. Thank you.